Amiga, do you ever feel caught between two worlds? You cherish your cultural background, but sometimes it clashes with the realities of raising a family in modern America. You might feel pressured to fulfill traditional expectations, yet you crave a life that allows you to be your true, authentic self. If you're a Latina mom nodding your head right now, I see you and I get it. Balanced Madrehood is more than your average mommy coaching program. It's a supportive comunidad designed specifically for you. I understand the unique challenges you face navigating between generations and culturas while forging your own path as a mamá. Stop feeling like you have to choose between your roots and your future. Balanced Motherhood empowers you to create a life that celebrates your heritage, embraces your motherhood journey, and prioritizes your own happiness. Spots are limited. Don't miss out on this opportunity to connect with a supportive community and create a more balanced life. Visit the link in the show notes to join the waitlist for the next Balanced Motherhood cohort. I can't wait to meet you. Welcome to the Viva la Mami podcast. I am your host, Jessica Cuevas. I am a mother of two on a mission to help redefine the meaning of motherhood as a modern Latina mom. Motherhood can be a complex journey, interwoven in two identities that often make us feel ni de aquí ni de allá. Viva la Mami is committed to providing you with knowledge, tools, and support to navigate the challenges and triumphs of motherhood as Latina moms. On the show, we'll be discussing culturally relevant topics that will help inform and empower you in whichever season you are in on your motherhood journey. We'll be joined by Latina moms, experts and professionals who can offer advice, practical tips, relatable stories, and honest conversations. So bring your cafecito as I invite you to be a part of this space as we create comunidad about the exciting and challenging parts of being a mommy. Ahora, vámonos. Hola, hola, amiga. Well, welcome to my Instagram Live. If you aren't here live with me right now at this moment, I will be posting this on Instagram after this live event, and I will also be publishing this on the Viva la Mami podcast as well. And so I'm so excited to be here today, really to chat with you all and to share a little bit more about Balanced Madrehood. Doors are opening today, starting today, which I am excited. I feel like it has been a long project. It's my very first project here with Viva la Mami, and I am just very excited to have a coaching program that is dedicated for Latina moms specifically. And so if you're not familiar with Balanced Motherhood, it is my 3-month coaching program, and it is designed specifically for Latina moms. And really, it started out of a necessity. I have noticed that in the motherhood space, there are many coaching programs designed for moms and very niche specific, like either working moms or moms that are experiencing a divorce or separation, and how to balance that. So there are very niche specific programs, but some of them, I feel like they aren't representative of me and you, I'm sure, as Latinas. And so that is one of the reasons why I decided to create this program out of necesidad and really create a community among other Latina moms specifically. There's definitely a lot of coaching programs for Latinas in general, right? And talking about various subjects. But when it comes to Latina motherhood, there were no kind of coaching programs. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me here. Yeah, like I really wanted to create a space for other Latina moms. And so really in creating kind of like the program for this, I wanted to be intentional so that bicultural Latina moms can be in this space. And what I mean by bicultural, it means anyone that feels ni de aquí ni de allá, neither here or there. Anyone that is living in this duality where you are navigating your cultural traditions and heritage and those expectations, as well as navigating the world here in the US. And also, I wanted to create a program that was very intentional. As millennial moms, we are bombarded with so much information out there. And I feel like we are living under pressure about what is it like to really be a modern parent. And even though we have these sort of struggles, right, being modern parents, oftentimes we either continue on with that cycle of living under stress, of being bombarded with all of this information through social media, specifically through Google. And you just oftentimes we don't use our instincts, or we don't lean in on our community. Where, you know, oftentimes in our own comunidad, Madrehood was very simple. And so, how can we kind of reclaim that as well? And so, we'll tackle, you know, the different challenges that have to do with navigating those cultural traditions and expectations and modern parenting. And we will be focusing on three key areas. So that is self-care for Latina moms, embracing your evolving identity, whether if you are a working mom, stay-at-home mom, transitioning from a mom of one or two or three, and so forth. Any really life's transitions that you are struggling with your identity in the lens of being a Latina mom, right? And then we'll also be focusing on establishing healthy boundaries within our family, because as much as you read out there about, oh, how to navigate or setting boundaries with your family, there isn't really specific information about you as a Latina mom and, you know, your familia as well. And so I will be sharing that, and really we'll be focusing on those three pillars within the coaching program. And so, yeah, like I'm very excited to be launching this. Like I said, it has been a work in progress. And I do want to acknowledge my coach, Andrea Singletary, who is from Mama Turn Mompreneur. She has been amazing in really validating the issues really, and the need and the gap that there is about not having coaching programs for Latina moms. And so she is really guiding me through this process. And I also want to thank everyone that has been telling me, yes, this needs to happen. Like, all of this affirms that, you know, there needs to be a program designed for the modern Latina mom, and who is navigating this dual identity, and who is struggling with balancing the fact of like those cultural expectations to like modern parenting as well. And so this program is specifically intended for Latina moms. And one of the questions that I received on my DMs through my stories when I asked last week if y'all had any questions about Balanced Madrehood, like a question was like, who is it for? And so, yes, it is created for Latina moms. And this is whether if you are new to motherhood or if you are a veteran. Really, it is open to anyone who is essentially struggling between balancing those cultural expectations and the modern world as well. So this program is designed for you and really anyone that wants to build community. I became a mom in the midst of the pandemic in 2021, and I couldn't feel any more isolated. And even though I was able to be with my family and I developed a group of friends who were also becoming moms during that time, I still felt the need to just like be in touch with people in general and create a circle of fellow Latina moms. And so this is also one of the reasons why I'm creating this. And if you are looking for building comunidad with other like-minded Latina moms, this is definitely for you. And talking about like the benefits of coaching, you know, coaching programs can be a significant advantage, aiding in stress reduction and offering clarity with focus. They can help you get a better idea of what you want to do, who you want to be, right? It'll help you with setting boundaries and connecting with others. And really, that is the premise of coaching programs. However, coaching programs specifically tailored for Latina moms aren't out there, and it's very rare. And so Balanced Motherhood will address this gap, and it is here for you. And it is designed for you to find that balance and embrace your cultura, and all of these identities that you hold. And that is whether if you are a daughter of immigrants, an hermana, a wife or a spouse, a partner, a mom, obviously, a working professional. So how do we navigate all of these identities while still trying to hold true to our culture, but also balancing that with modern parenting? And I know this is like a phenomenon, I feel like. And if I ever want to get my PhD, I should probably study this. But there is this sense of like, motherhood can be twofold usually, whether you are holding your identity as a woman and your identity as a mom. But as a Latina or anyone who has this true ethnic like sense of belonging, like it's threefold, really. When you really think about it, you're navigating a world within your culture, a world as a mom, and a world as a woman as well. And so how do you navigate that? And that's why I have created this program. And so feel free, for those of you who have joined me, thank you so much for being here. Feel free to ask me questions. That's why I'm here. I'm going to go through a Q&A real quick about Balanced Madrehood. And so what I want to share with you all, and I'm very excited to share what is in this program. And you will be getting 3 months of group coaching. So that is the intention behind it, right? It's not going to be one-on-one coaching where you will only be meeting with me. We'll be meeting monthly with a cohort of moms, and we will be discussing and talking about what is going on, like how can we best support each other? What are some resources that really are relevant to our current experiences? What are ways in which we can talk to family members or, our partners or what have you about certain issues? And so we will be building community as Latina moms in this group coaching program every month for 3 months. In addition to monthly group coaching sessions, I'll be giving you prep work materials. So I have been doing research, right? It's not just like, oh, I'm pulling out this program, right? Like I'm doing research. I am being very intentional in terms of what we will be reading, discussing. I will be sharing videos, articles, really things that relate to the 3 pillars that I talked to you about. And then you'll also be leaving with homework each month after our monthly session. And the homework is more so like reflection questions, ways in which you can better yourself based on that pillar discussed. And during that month, you will be having access to a private group chat. And so you will still build and connect with your fellow Latina moms in the coaching program after we meet and really beyond. That's the beauty of it, right? If you are seeking that community, you will still be with it. And in addition, so I feel like I'm offering a lot. So know that this is very important too, because I'm not only working hard, but I'm also trying to provide opportunities for you to really get something out of this program. All right. So I will also be giving you a one-on-one support calls. And so prior to the monthly call, I will be giving you a 30-minute one-on-one support call, whether if it's, strategizing on specific things that you need support with or venting, whatever it is, right? I will be there and give you that individualized attention. On top of that, I am very excited to announce that we will be having 2 guests on this Balanced Motherhood coaching program. And so first, we will be having a guest speaker. And I am very excited because she is not only a licensed practitioner who focuses on the mother-daughter relationships, but she is a mommy herself, and she has agreed to speak to us on how to set boundaries with your familia. And so I'm very excited to have Maribel Robles from Hijas Bellas, who will be with us during one of our group sessions. And I am just excited because she is phenomenal. If you haven't listened to my episode with her, she just speaks the truth about navigating the mother-daughter relationships. And on top of that, I am also excited to announce that you will be having a free yoga session online from a fellow Latina who presented this to me, literally reached out, and she is doing amazing work in the social emotional learning space for children, prenatal, postpartum, and overall like well-being and wellness for mamás in the yoga space. And so we will be having Andrea Zuniga from the Journey Lab, and she will be providing a free yoga class as well to the cohort. So I listed a lot. I feel like it is a lot that you will be getting out of. And the reason why is because encompassing all of these different aspects about and struggles really about our sense of belonging as moms, as Latinas, as women. I think we need to acknowledge that we all go through the struggles, and how do we get ourselves back on our feet? How do we better ourselves as individuals? And how do we get the support and build that community from other Latina moms? And so if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I am more willing to gather some questions. Let me see if there are any questions. When will this start? This program will begin on Wednesday, May 8th. So we have a couple weeks until May 8th. And this will be done in the evenings while hopefully the kiddos are asleep. The kids are currently going to bed right now. Hubby is taking care of them, and I heard a couple cries, but it's okay. He's got this. Kudos to you, Alex. You will be getting a 1-year access to the platform that I will be utilizing, so that way you can access the homework, articles, videos that will be assigned to you, and you can download them if you'd like, as well as the prep work or homework as well. And so know that, again, this is a very intentional kind of program intended for Latina moms who are struggling between finding that balance of their cultural upbringing, right? Some of us grew up thinking that calladita te ves más bonita. Some of us, perhaps we grew up with chancla culture. Some of us, we grew up with machismo and just like not having the ability to be our true authentic selves. And how does that really manifest in our mothering, right? And on top of that, we are getting the struggle of navigating this world as modern parents. And so that's why, I have created this program. And some of us have gone under stress, and this is part of my State of Madrehood address, if you will. Some of us have gone under stress in many, many times. And in fact, I actually went under stress today. All right. Today, I literally lost my shit. Like, I know I usually keep this G-rated. I usually don't curse, but I do curse a lot. And so, like, whenever I'm under stressful situations, like, I feel like my family feeds into that stress. And I don't know who agrees. Yes. Heart this if you agree. Like, if you are under stress, your family feels under stress. And lately, I'm not going to lie, having a business all while being a stay-at-home mom full time, plus having a part-time job as a college counselor, like I'm feeding under that stress, and I am picking up on that like a lot. And also while trying to maintain a household presentable, I'm just trying to do the bare minimum here. And as much as I get the support from my partner, who is wonderful and amazing, and shout out to Alex, I think that a lot of us as moms, we feel under stress, and we add that stress to ourselves. And I think that it is very important to decompress a little bit and really see the big picture of it, if it's worth having the stress. And so 2 things that I want to share with you is, if you are going under a very stressful situation where you feel it in your heart, your hands are sweating, then it is very important to practice deep breathing. And sometimes I decide to take a couple steps back and take a deep breath, because that way your body will be able to be a little bit relaxed. It'll respond and help you feel a little better and calmer. And then also, it is so important to just step away. And this is something that I have to learn. I still have to learn, because literally I lost my shit today and I was just there. And I tend to be there, but that's something that I need to recognize and be like, okay, I just need to go away. And sometimes it is completely okay for you to go outside or take a couple steps back in terms of literally physically putting yourself outside of the current situation that you're in the current room that happened. And it is healthy because before we react or say something or even yell, and I've definitely been there, it's just so important to just step outside. And one of the things that my closest aunts, who I consider them my big sisters, and my sister, who I admire so much as my sister, but also as a mama, like they all mentioned to me, because I was under a stressful situation in Easter, they mentioned to me, take your mommy time out. And I never thought of that. I never thought about taking a mommy time out. And again, just do that mommy time out, go outside of the room, go outside for a walk, take a 10-minute break, decompress, take that deep breathing, and hopefully that can alleviate that stressful situation at the moment. This is a topic that I will be sharing during my coaching program. And yeah, if there are moments where you need community, know that I am here. We are all here. And as Latina moms, it is so important to just talk about our struggles. We learned from our abuelitas, mamás, that we just have to be super mamás. We constantly hear this narrative, and slightly it is changing, but we hear this narrative still in like social media. We see perfect images and pictures of like the content mom, the happy mom, but really, let's just be real, right? Let's just be real about the stressful situations that happen, the nuances that happen as Latina moms, trying to balance everything. And this is an opportunity for you to really express yourself, be your true authentic self, build a community. And I'm all here with you, for you. And so, yeah, I'm just very excited to be opening this coaching program. Balanced Madrehood, like I said, will open up on May 8th. And doors are open for you to purchase this coaching program, and they will open until April 28th. I don't know if anyone has any questions about Balanced Madrehood or just questions in general about me. Yes. As far as with investment, this coaching program will be $675, but I am willing to have you pay in monthly installments. So that is also an option as well. And so, yeah, it is an investment, but know that it is an opportunity for you to build community, be a happy mama, be a present mama specifically, but also have a better sense of clarity in terms of who you are through your identity as a Latina mom. All right. All right. Let me see if there are any more questions. The link to sign up for the program is in the bio. So you are more than welcome to go on my bio right now and check it out. Check my website. Otherwise, it's vivalamami.com/balanced madrehood. That is balance with a D at the end, -madrehood. And I will also be sharing this on the show notes because I will be converting this live into a podcast episode. And that way my listeners can hear a little bit more about this unique program. And then feel free to DM me. I'm always here. I am open doors. If in case you have any questions or want to learn a little bit more about Viva la Mami's Balanced Madrehood program. And I can also send you the link if you'd like. But yeah, I don't know if there are any more questions, but thank you all so much for joining. And I really appreciate you all. Hasta luego. Have a good night. Mujer, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to listen to the Viva la Mami podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, will you do me a favor and follow the podcast and leave a rating and review? Hitting that follow button and reviewing my show will allow other mommies like you find this podcast. Your review will also tell me if you enjoy the show, so I would truly appreciate your thoughts. Don't forget, please share this podcast con tus amigas. Also, make sure to follow me at Viva la Mami on Instagram or visit vivalamami.com. Please note the information shared in this podcast is for educational purposes only and should not be taken as professional advice. Okay, mujer, thank you for joining y nos vemos in the next episode.